welcome to the Surface Dog vlog part 2. And this one is about Surface Dog gear. And these are some of the gear that I have at the moment. Let me try and get this. I have this picnic blanket, or you can buy a proper dog car thing. And this is to go in the car when the dog gets dirty, or if we're going on long journeys. Or she's working and straight after we go to the beach to let off steam. Then she can stay in the car clean. So we open this, lie it on the seat like a mat. Then the dog sits on it. We have this coat, raincoat. So if it's raining, we can put this on it. And put the harness over it. But you've got to do that. Make sure you have another harness that is slightly bigger to go over this and the dog. But that would be a really good idea. Come on, Alice. Give me a second to grab this one because my dog is lying on it. This Surface Dog harness. Have a few different types of harnesses. Some for when it's bad weather, good weather, warm weather, cold weather. But this one is for winter mainly because it's thick. And I have ordered a thinner one to use in the summer, because this is too thick for summer. I use at the moment for summer, but it's too thick, so it doesn't quite work. But it's perfect. And the stuff that's on it that we need, I'm going to put them back on after. There's one thing you have to have on every Surface Dog harness you get, and it would be a good idea to have it in any country you're in, because then it says Surface Dog on it and stuff, are the patches. I ordered some new ones. They're in the post. I'll show you them when they arrive, because they are not going up until after they've arrived. If I order them in the next order, but I haven't, then they'll be on my other videos, so I'll do an update on the gear I've got. So these are the patches I've got at the moment. One must say Surface Dog on it. I know you can't quite read it, but I am going to get a better one. This one says Surface Dog in training, because he is, and once they finish training, you get Surface Dog do not touch with that. But if they're in training, have one that says in training, because then they show that they are learning. If there are mistakes, they're learning. But once they pass that stage, if they ever do, most Surface Dog do pass it within about 2 or 3 years. But some dogs take longer. Depends on how much time you have. If you get it from an actual charity, they will be fully trained. But if it's owner trained, and depend on your situation and your disability, it might take longer. But try and get it done within 3 or 4 years, because that would be good. For me, it's taking longer, but it's almost there. You need to learn to ignore dogs and ignore mum and dad around public. The thing that he knows at the moment, all the task things he knows. He knows to ignore people. He did learn to ignore dogs and my parents and people he knows. Two more things we need to work on, then to finish training. So, not going to take that much longer, I hope. But again, then when he has, I'll just have Surface Dog do not touch, or just the one that just says Surface Dog, or Surface Dog must be allowed access by law, or anything that got Surface Dog on it. They must have one with Surface Dog on it. A must. This is the lead I use, and this is another one that got Surface Dog on, and that's helpful as well. So you've got loads of places that say Surface Dog on it. The more places you have it, the less likely you can to point to the dog and say, look, you got it there, you can just got it on here. But they do have to have a harness on with it on. And this is just an extra protection, just so you don't have to point down. This is just another lead I have to use when she's working. I know it doesn't have Surface Dog on it, but I ordered a leash wrap. I'll show you that when it comes. That will go on the lead to say autism Surface Dog on it. And you can get it for like medical alert service dog and whatever you need on it. Then when that comes, I'll be able to use that. This you go on the collar, this you go on the harness, just extra length and extra protection. So if the collar bit does come off, you're still on by the harness, or if the harness comes on, you're still on by the collar. Extra protection, so that hopefully she won't run away. It's good to have something like this. Like with this one, with the red lead that I showed you before, I don't need that black bit. It got the 2 bits already on it. I know it's meant for like 2 dogs, but the way I use it, but 1 on the collar, 1 on the harness, then I got the dog in 2 places. Extra protection for if the dog ever gets out. So, the more places you have them hooked on, the better. Because then, if they do get out the harness or the collar, extra protection, because they're on by one of them. So better to have like a 2-point of thing on the dog. And I even got this pink thing for travelling. It's a dog pass. It's a dog crate bag thing. You can buy them all over the place. You can buy loads of different types, but this is the one we've got at the moment. It's a pink carrier for the dog to go in. Don't know why the dog is sleeping in it, but no. It's a place for the dog to go in, to sleep, or to get away from situations when we're in hotels or car rides or planes or anything that she needs to be good. And in some situations they would have to be in something, and then you got that. I got a dog pram as well. Don't use that really, because don't need to. And if I do use it, I use it to carry the stuff from the shops home. Because like if I buy dog food that's really too heavy to carry home, if I buy too much stuff, I got somewhere to put them in. I either take that with me, or I take like the suitcase type dog carrier and I put the stuff in there, put my shopping in them. That's what those 2 things are for. And if the dog gets tired, or I finish work and the dog just doesn't want to walk anymore, because that might happen, be the dogs, I got somewhere to put the dog in if I have them with me. Most of the time I don't, because I don't need to, but when I do, I have them with me. Do you want to say anything to anything? Some people with a service dog would need something else on, where you can clip onto there and it's like a thing you hold on to. So basically it's a handle like this, but taller. Like you see with the blind people, they have like a thing that they hold on to as well. You can buy them separately depending on your disability, and they will go there. And if you need them, get a harness with that on, because then you've got somewhere to put it on without having to buy another thing to have it connected. So yeah. Other things you would need is treats. It's an idea to have treats with you at all times, because if they do stop misbehaving, or they do run away from you, or something happens, you've got a treat and they will come back to you. If they're not treat motivated, have a toy that they are motivated. So you've got a way of getting the dog back to you if needed. With them being a service dog, hopefully you won't need them, but it's good to have. And poo bags. Poo bags is a must. No matter if your dog's not a service dog, you must have poo bags when you take a dog out. Water is another thing. If you're going out for a really long time, let's say a full day, let's say like going to Disneyland, Alton Towers, or Liverpool, or Cardiff, or Texas or somewhere you will go for the day. Make sure you have food, water and a bowl to put them in. Another harness, just in case the one that you got gets dirty or the weather changes or something like that. Make sure you've got a bag of toys and stuff for them, just in case you have to book a hotel. But if you have to book a hotel last minute, but that might happen because you might get overwhelmed or you might just need somewhere to go. You got the stuff with you. And I will keep a dog bed in the car or with your stuff at all times. If your dog sleeps on a dog bed. If they don't bother. Have stuff that you would normally have with a dog to go to a hotel or to stay in a night somewhere. Make sure you got them with you in the car at all times. Because then, if an emergency does happen, you got everything with you. That's just a general thing. Don't just need that for service dog. For the service dog stuff, there's the harness, lead, dog coat, thing for the car, a crate or something like that for them to go into, treats. The thing that I don't like that some service dog owners use is those electric or like spray collars to correct their dogs. Don't like them. Or those like pin collars that go into the dog. I don't like them. They might work for you, but I don't like them. I would recommend you not to use them because they're slightly cruel, especially the electric shock ones. They are really cruel. And the one that tight. The one that go tight around the neck, they're cruel as well. But that owner discretion, I don't like them, but it's up to you. So try and avoid using them if you possibly can. Because you can train them without having them. They're just there to help with training. And if you are going to use them, try and use them probably 1 day a week. Not every day, but if you're going to use them every day, don't use them. Because then dogs learn to keep the stuff inside, and then the second the thing comes off, they go crazy. And that's not what you want. So yeah. I don't think they work. But that's my opinion. I'm not a dog expert or a service dog expert. This is just the stuff that I learned over the years with having a service dog. And this is what the documentary is about. So I can learn stuff, you can learn stuff. And I can educate people. That's mainly what this episode is about. When I need to go. I can't remember what the next one is going to be about. But you'll know by the first episode it said what's going to come up. Once I found the paper with it written on, I'll let you know what the next episode is going to be about. The next episode will have a bit more to do with service dog gears, depending on when this stuff comes in the post. Got the list. The next episode will have a tiny bit more service dog gear with whatever arrives in the post and stuff. The last part of that. And it's going to be mainly about public access. Basically going into shops and public places. What they have to do by law for people with service dogs. So that will be the next one. But the one after that, I'm not sure about yet. So if you've got any questions or ideas for a video after that episode, comment below, like and subscribe. Click the bell icon to be notified of any more videos. Because between each of these, there might be like a fun video, to like random video between all of it. But you'll know by the name of the video. Because I can't do documentary all the time. I might just want to do something fun as a one-off. So that might happen. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions about service dog gear, things people have to do to help with service dogs, and just general questions about disabilities and stuff like that in general, comment below. Especially if it's about autism and IBS. But those are the things that I can help. And sensory things. Those are the things I can probably answer. About other disability, I might not. But I might be able to help you. So comment the information or questions or anything you want me to do in a video below. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.